Hello Utopians, here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today. This is how we feed hay to our sheep. Me and Megan are gonna do a trip to the Royal this year. We took samples from
our farm and
breaking the kernels off and sticking them in this little reader. Can you imagine if I had cows? It'd be even worse, I think.
And there's definitely a problem here.
So let's get started.
So these guys are all fed. No, and they're not cokeheads. Anyways, got enough grain in there for about a week. I'm going to move this mixer. I'm going to move this mixer to another barn. Just doing morning chores. We had a little bit of rain last night. Really grateful for that, because I got to do some offset plowing, and it's way too dry. So I'll show you what's going on here. Okay. So I think I gotta fill this up. Yeah. Pretty empty. And yeah, these guys are going to pasture, but they're still gonna get dry hay. And they ate almost the whole bale up, so we have a new bale this morning too. So better get going.
So the main barn's been fed, and we're off to the coveralls right now. Arnie's tossing the old hay out for bedding, and he's got a fresh bale here ready to go in and replace it. The breeding groups look awfully quiet now. So we'll probably be taking the rams out probably December 1st, and we just leave them in here just in case there's any that haven't bred already. In big groups like this, there can be some that still haven't gotten bred, but I imagine all the small groups are totally bred, and it doesn't hurt to leave the ram in longer. He can't rebreed them, and he has to stay in a pen anyway, so people always say, why don't you remove them? Why don't you remove them? But it really makes no difference whether you remove them or not. For new viewers and hopefully new subscribers, this is how we feed hay to our sheep when they're indoors. We take a round bale and just plop it into the feeder. At this time of year, we're feeding wrapped hay, so he has already pulled a bale off the pile and unwrapped it, and now he's going to take that bale and roll it down the feeder. Okay, he got the bale all the way down to the end. And now he's just rolling it back to the other end. A lot of times you can roll it right to the very end and it'll feed everyone, but our two back groups are a little smaller, so they don't require as much hay, so he just rolls it back. A wet bale you want to have eaten within 24 hours, otherwise it'll go a little stale. Oh, it looks like we have a visitor. That's a rare thing at this farm. I don't know who it is. Apparently it's the in-laws. And by the sound of it, we may be getting a dinner invitation. And that is extremely awesome. So we do have a nice dinner invitation, so that's good. It'll be right before we head to the Royal. Me and Megan are gonna do a trip to the Royal this year, so we'll post that. The Royal is supposed to be the big, famous agricultural show in Canada. It's really big for horses and cows. It used to be big for sheep, but right now the actual sheep show is really, really small. But we're gonna go have a look, get some videos of sheep that go to the Royal to represent Canada. There'll be some big ones in there, some nice fancy sheep, so we look forward to recording that. So these guys soon learn the way into the new paddock. Come on, Ben. There you go, girls. You're a little bit behind the others. We've got another anomaly in the weather. We have 2 days of 22-degree temperatures now, and tomorrow's Halloween, so the trick-or-treaters will be very happy, but then it goes down to highs of 9 after that. Just gone into another of our cornfields, and he's picking a few more cobbs because we're going to head over to Cody's place right now and see if he can do a moisture test on the corn to see how close we are to actually needing to get that corn off, because after the shrinkage on the beans, we definitely don't want shrinkage on corn. We've never had shrinkage on corn before. If anything, we've always had to dry it, so it would be a miracle. But once bitten, twice shy. Here he comes with his samples. So we took samples from
our farm and this field's here.
a few of our fields, so we
Yes,
can,
4.
because different fields, different corn. Here we are at Cody's farm, and he's a dairy farmer. Cody has a tie stall barn, which are the old style. Arnie used to have one of these. But it's almost milking time, so we're kind of going to be interrupting them. But here they are, the big girls. Hi, pretty girls. Some pretty girls out in the yard. They're so much bigger than sheep. So right now Arnie's breaking the kernels off and sticking them in this little reader, which does the same thing as our hay probe did. Hard to imagine that can read moisture, but
Oh, I usually try to. Well, I'm a little late today, but that's alright.
Arnie, you're here just in time. You can help him.
That's never my favorite job. You must have takeoffs, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not takeoffs. Yeah,
That's a lot nicer.
we got 8 of them, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Nice cows too.
Yeah, the cows.
Yeah, they're alright. Just a couple special ones.
There's always a few special ones.
I wish there were some quicker milk or some of them.
Cows are what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all over the board. Some are tough, some are
17.
How much?
17.
Whoa, it's ready.
So that's behind their barn.
Yeah.
And this is
Oh my God.
I'll test it one more time.
Feel like combining?
17. That was planned early.
Because
Yeah.
we don't want
You want
shrinkage
to try
again.
one more or not?
I'll test this one more time just because it tells you to do 3 tests for an average, but
Okay.
I don't imagine it's going to change.
So 17, if they come off the
That's the-
combine,
that's the
okay,
low-
At 19.
But that's the
19,
lowest
20.
we've ever had.
That's
16,
low,
nine.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
low for me. That's on the money.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, we'd be real happy.
You what?
get it off.
Not really. I gotta feel the plow right now. I'm waiting for the spreader, right, from Dixon's.
Yeah.
They got tied up for a week.
I'm trying to get a spreader myself. Like,
So this is,
yes.
but still, that's good
That's still
too.
gonna come off at 24, 23. That's most time what it comes off at.
Yeah.
So we could,
That's
you
kinda
could
what-
leave it for another week or 10 days.
Oh, God, yeah.
We could do the first piece first.
So, but so this was the second batch we tested, 20%, and the first one is 17.
20.8.
And 15 is considered totally dry, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never
These are the dry cows. So we tossed them a few cobs of corn because he thought they might like them. But they're a little unsure what that is because, like I said, if an animal's fed TMR, which that's what's in the troughs here, TMR, they don't recognize real feed. They actually have to learn it. Hi, girls. You girls are lovely. My goodness. Don't you want the corn? Hi. Hi. You guys are really nice. You guys are really nice. Hi. You're very pretty girls. Hi. No? Don't like a scratch? No? This one's eating the TMR. So the reason we want to get that corn off is because there's rain coming in now. And ideally you want corn off, like 15% is considered totally dry. And if it stays dry or it freezes rock solid, that's the moisture level it will stay at. So unlike the beans, corn won't absorb any moisture if it started to rain or something like that, like it is supposed to start. So we could wait just a little bit and hope to get it at that magical 15%. And that way we'd avoid drying costs. Aren't you just the sweetest thing? We don't want shrinkage below 15%. Hi! Below 15% when it goes through the combine and the augers and stuff, it can actually start cracking. And now you're going to lose money on your corn. So farming is such a fine line. And with dropping prices, every little penny counts. You are adorable. You must be the pet of the group. Hi. Hi. There you go. There you go. You're a nice girl. Aren't you pretty? Would you like some corn? No way. Not something that looks bright yellow. Not bright yellow, eh? Hi. Oh my goodness, can you imagine if I had cows? It'd be even worse, I think. We drove back from Cody's and saw that a bunch of the girls and Luther were out here, so we thought we'd say hello. Hi. Are you guys a little hungry? You look like you're starving. Hi.
That funny one doing at the back there.
See, these guys have really shrunk in size. Well, our sheep used to be big, and we've been working at trying to get them down in size a little. They're still big sheep, but I mean they're not tall.
No, these.
They're a nice size.
But see the.
Hi,
I was holding him this morning.
Luther. Are you happy?
Yeah, it's a nice group here. Hey boys, come on.
Hey girls.
Come on inside.
Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful day, like 22 today, unheard of. And the majority of them stand there as if there's something terrifying out here on this platform. Hi girls, there's a smart one. Come on out.
I haven't checked this water here for a while. I'm thinking the rains eventually are going to have to come back out here or something.
You guys are so nice. Lots of first timers in here.
Yeah, I'm thinking there is. Well, now you're finally going to come. Is that the correct hit?
Yes. Perfect. That's the way I like it.
Got a little bell there? Beautiful face?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's not the first time.
And she's pregnant.
Oh, it's a white tag, so it's
Yeah.
not the first time.
White tag is first timer. Well, white tags are first or second timer because we use them 3 years in a row.
That was just about close enough.
Every one of these has a white tag. Lots of young ones here.
I'm wondering if I should take all this manure out of here before fall.
Yes,
And then instead of new packing here.
definitely. And the pile that's out here as well. We got a manure pile there. You girls, come on. We came in here, now they all thought maybe they should go back in. I guess Arnie's gonna bring them out so we can have a look at them all. You gotta wonder why they would go in on such a nice day. We've got 2 nice days left. Oh, easy girls, don't push. Why would you push each other? There's never that much rush. Hi, girls. My goodness. Oh, the one at the side here is definitely pregnant. They should all be pregnant. Hi, girls.
You think they'd be dying to be out here?
You would.
Come on.
Good legs on them.
Hmm?
Good legs on them.
Been working heavily for that, eh?
Well, you can see it.
I could let them go out in grass for a few minutes.
Really, Arnie? And give them worms right when they're so close?
You think they pick worms up in 1 hour?
Yes. There's the silo. And our
Why would you
ravens.
want to go in that dungeon barn?
I don't know. They're thinking maybe if they go in there and line up, you'll feed them. Well, no one can say we don't give them the option.
Well, just fed all these ewes some hay. And there's definitely a problem here. So I'm thinking there's 40 sheep in this group. And we're going to have to move this wall back because they're having a tough time getting into the manger. See that one there? That one there is going to try to find a way in. She doesn't see an opening. She's looking for an opening. She's going to try to push in there. This one here is out now too. Oh, so she got in. Yeah, it's too tight. So they're basically gaining weight and they're growing their wool back. Hard to believe. They probably got an inch of wool on them already, or inch and a quarter of wool after shearing. Oh, there's an empty spot back here. But still, I think we should move this manger back 10 feet to the wall, because that's a small group. They don't need that kind of space, and give this group a little more space. That's it for this barn tonight. We went over to see Cody today, the combine operator that we hire in, and the average corn's probably, because there's a lot of different fields involved, the average corn's probably around 20%. Some is lower than 20, some's a hair over 20. So we're probably going to wait for about 10 days or a week, 10 days, and then we're going to start some of the corn. Just to take advantage of the good dry weather. Maybe we can drop it down a couple more percentage, be less drying costs. So we talked to him today. He's on board with that. I'm still waiting for the spreader that we hire in. I might give them a call on the weekend here to see if I can get that spreader to start drawing manure. And we did spray that field down the road and burnt it off or killed it off. We're hoping to get in there with an offset disc and break that field down before winter. The ground's rock hard yet. Haven't had a lot of rain. Had a little rain yesterday. I think there's more showers coming in the next week. So hopefully it'll soften up this ground a little bit. So that's all I can do with here tonight. I'm going to shut these barns down. And I'm going to head over to the main barn, which I think they need a bale of hay. So I'm just going to bring a bale of hay right over with me right now while I go over, and I'll talk to you shortly. So I just fed all these guys. Looking pretty good. So probably gonna get a bale of hay for this barn tonight. Yeah, a lot of ewes sitting there. Hopefully the pregnancies go pretty good. But they look good. Extremely warm tonight. It's incredible. I'm thinking, I heard on the radio that they think we're gonna break a record for heat for the month of October. So these guys all look great too. You can see that. So I'm going to bring a bale of hay in here tonight, because the more I get done at night, the less I have to do in the morning. I'm not a real morning person. I'm more of an evening person. Anyway, so I'm going to get these guys fed, but you can see they look really good. And I'm wondering, some of you people might be saying, gee, Arnie, where'd you get that t-shirt? Well, I got that t-shirt at the second-hand store. That's where I buy a lot of my sweatshirts and t-shirts that we wear in the barn, because they just get destroyed anyhow. But actually, I wore this t-shirt. It was in such good shape. I actually wore it for a couple of years out in the public. And everybody who I meet, they go, oh, love that shirt, Ernie. Love that shirt. And yeah, I just bumped into it. The only thing bad about that shirt was, most time you can buy a t-shirt in that store, well, you used to. I forget what it's called, Lynn knows. It's a second-hand clothing store, and most of the time you can buy those t-shirts like for $1.75 and $2 a t-shirt. But they had this one here at $2.75. I had to put out an extra $1, but it was well worth it. Everybody loves that t-shirt. But I'm thinking that t-shirt it doesn't come from Australia. I think it's New Zealand, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. But I love that t-shirt. Wear it all the time. People love it. Anyways, hot out tonight, sweating a little bit. Gonna get a bale of hay right now, get these guys fed, and get caught up. Then we can call it an evening. So, they're all fed. That's some ram we just purchased. He's got about 40 some ewes here. So hopefully we get some real good lambs off of him. He's definitely above average. So that's it for tonight. Fed all these guys too. Don't have to feed them in the morning. So I can kind of drag myself around in the morning a little bit until I get rid of my grumpiness. And then we'll try to have a good day without ruining Lynn's day. So, this is it. Subscribe, give it a like, give it a click. Pass it to a friend, greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to hope you have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning.